Scott Parker will hope he's in it for the long haul at Burnley as they step back up to the Premier League, after finding his last venture in the top flight to be short-lived with AFC Bournemouth. He returns to the elite division with a point to prove, therefore having just successfully guided the Clarets up to the big time by collecting 100 points, with a defensive solidity on show that was nowhere to be found at Anfield. However, bit by bit, the defense that only leaked 16 league goals last season is being picked off, with Maxime Esteve perhaps the next to leave turf more behind after CJ Egan Riley's distressing contract situation. The latest on Esteve's Burnley future. Annoyingly, Egan Riley, who shone brightly next to Esteve last season, looks set to exit Lancashire for good, amidst interest in his services from RC Strasbourg and West Ham United. The imposing Frenchman, meanwhile, also has his fair share of Premier League admirers, with Crystal Palace and Everton recently named as onlookers keen on adding the 23-year-old to their rosters, alongside ex-Clarets boss Vincent Kompany also keeping tabs on him from the Bayern Munich dugout. This would be a huge blow to Burnley's confidence if they were to lose their in-demand number 5, considering Esteve is just fresh off a campaign that saw him average an unerring 91% pass accuracy per championship clash, alongside also showing off his brute strength with 3.6 duels won per match too. But the Clarets might now have a dream replacement for the ex-Montpellier titan up their sleeve, with the target in question already well-versed in how to battle and fight amid a Premier League relegation scrap. The £12 million warrior, who'd be the dream Esteve replacement. After all, Esteve has struggled in the demanding top flight in the past, away from his name currently generating a buzz, with 0 clean sheets coming his way for Burnley from 16 league appearances during their relegation season. On the contrary, the Clarets' new defensive target, as has been reported by the Irish Sun, Indara O'Shea at least exited this campaign just gone with his head held high, with the Republic of Ireland international even winning Ipswich Town's Player of the Season accolade for his valiant efforts at the back, despite the Tractor Boys slipping straight back down to the second tier. On top of that, O'Shea was also a popular figure when he last donned claret and blue, away from deserting the Clarets after relegation, with the Dublin-born Titan even amassing 3 goals and 4 assists in league action during the 2023-24 season at Turf Moor, alongside averaging an imposing 5.5 duels won on average. Again, however, all of his heroic efforts were for nothing as relegation was ultimately served up. But the £12 million defender will hope to buck that ongoing trend if he does relocate back to Lancashire shortly, amidst interest also coming in for his services from Wolverhampton Wanderers and Leeds United. His most recent stint with Ipswich shows off how he could be a dream Esteve replacement, with the table above displaying his similarities to the Bundesliga-linked defender, as seen in both center-backs being unfazed by having the ball at their feet, away from completing their gritty defensive basics. Parker will just pray that he can land O'Shea over other rivals, especially if Esteve does heartbreakingly seek out pastures new, with the Irishman also being labeled as a warrior by former West Bromwich Albion manager Valérien Ismaël for his full-blooded displays. The under-pressure 44-year-old will need everyone singing off the same hymn sheet defensively if his team stands any chance at survival, with a familiar face in O'Shea rejoining potentially working wonders.